I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted, I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted, I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted, I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted, I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve everything I wanted, I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted, I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted, I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted, I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted, I'ma get it.
Welcome to the 80s Babies Conversation. It's your girl Ray Cherie checking in, the hostess with the mostest, and I got my brother GP Slim with me. What it do?
Hey, what it do, sis? What it do? I hope y'all had a great weekend, man. I hope everybody was safe. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back to the 80s Babies Conversation. We need y'all to share this on your Facebook page, whatever social media you got. You know what I'm saying? Please share it. If you hadn't did it, subscribe. Get some people to subscribe to. You know what I'm saying? Help us out, y'all. We need that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, hit the subscribe button and catch us every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday at 9 p.m. And shout out to my good friend Prince Ken for doing our intro song, for letting us use that. We appreciate him for that. What's up, Ken?
I like that.
I ain't gonna lie.
I like that.
All right, and we got a friend checking in with us tonight. Sam, tell the people who you are. Introduce yourself.
I'm Sam. Travel. I just came to sit up here and kick it with Ray. That's it. Nothing special going on, y'all. Sorry.
Right, we're glad to have you, Sam. We're glad to have you, my brother.
And we hope you bring some good info to the conversation tonight. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Last night was the Emmys, our star-studded event. We lost Bubba for a minute, Sam, so he got to come back in. So we'll go ahead and start out with Sheryl Lee Ralph. Sheryl Lee Ralph, she won her first Emmy last night, and she gave an amazing and most heartfelt speech. And in her speech, she said, if you get a husband like mine in your corner, if you get children like mine in your corner, and you get friends like everybody who voted for me and cheered for me and loved me, and she didn't finish because she just, bursted out in excitement. But how do y'all feel about her acceptance speech?
Go ahead, Sam.
Well, I feel like when you got a village around you as strong as apparently she got, you can't go wrong. So it only makes sense if she got everything like that. Like she said, her family, her husband, her kids, the strength you get from the people around you, you can't beat it. So it makes sense to me.
Yeah, and I thought it was about time because we've been watching her since Moesha as 80s Baby. So it was about time for her to win her first Emmy. She has been doing some outstanding work, and she also does some outstanding humanitarian work as well. So she's a really dynamic woman, and I think it was well deserved for her to win her first Emmy last night.
Right. And I like how she, she shouted out her husband and her kids, what I'm saying, like her family being in her corner, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people get up there and win these awards and get that fake, bogus, little speech or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I like how she kept it real with that, you know what I'm saying? Having a good family, you know what I'm saying, in a corner. So I like that.
And also she started her acceptance speech out singing, I am an endangered species. Black women are an endangered species. I think that was a powerful message in itself.
Right.
Because so many people are devaluing the authenticity of the Black woman. So for her to just start her acceptance speech out there, like that, I thought it was powerful in itself. And we do have that video posted on our 80s Babies Conversation Facebook page. If you missed it, you can go watch it there.
Right, yeah, y'all go check that out.
Also last night, I felt like Lizzo won Best Dressed, in my opinion. That red dress was everything. And also in her acceptance speech, she said, when I was a little girl, all I wanted to see was me in the media, someone fat like me, Black like me, beautiful like me. This is for the big girls.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I like Lizzo, you know what I'm saying? Just because she, despite what everybody be saying about her, her being a big girl and showing off a lot, showing a lot of her body, you know what I'm saying? She got confidence, man, and that's strong. When you got that kind of confidence about yourself and, you can get out there in front of the whole world like how she do, man, that's tough.
Yeah, that is tough.
A lot of people, they ain't got the courage to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's tough.
Yes, she says what she wants. She wears what she wants. And she is unapologetically herself all the time. So I like that about Lizzo. And I feel like, just like you said, confidence is the sexiest thing a person can have.
Right.
And she has mastered that. Like, she is a sexy plus size queen. And she flaunts it, and her head is always high. Her head is always high. And last night she owned that moment. And I admire what she said. Oftentimes, when we're trying to identify with images that we see in the media, it's hard to find something that we truly identify with.
Right. Because a lot of big women have the same confidence. I see it on social media all the time, like on Instagram, all that. You know what I'm saying? I see it all the time. More and more plus size women are starting to show their bodies just like the slim and just the nice shaped women. You know what I'm saying? Like they getting out there, and Lizzo probably she probably some of the reason why, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about Lizzo.
So just we were talking about her acceptance speech last night. So yeah, she definitely owned the confidence and she rocked it. So I was very excited about. Aretha said she loved Lizzo and big props to Shirley Ralph. Their acceptance speeches gave me life last night. So that was everything that I needed to see the highlights of the Emmys.
Right.
So kudos to them working their Black girl magic last night.
Real talk.
Okay. Sad news in the entertainment world. Another rapper was killed on yesterday. PNB Rock. So let's rest in peace to him. But let's just talk about the details surrounding his murder.
Yeah, I was reading up on that the other day, sis. And when I think it happened
Monday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's on Monday. And it said that he was out eating at a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in Los Angeles with his girlfriend. She happened to do a social media post with that location, and somebody came up to rob him. And this was not the first time that I think somebody has tried to rob him, but this particular one ended with the loss of his life. So I saw a Facebook post, and I'm gonna share this on our page tonight. It said Dolph was getting cookies for his mama. PNB Rock was eating with this girl. Nipsey was on his turf. Pop Smoke was in the shower. This pains me. Everyone talks about not lacking, but you literally can't let your guard down under any circumstances. That's survival and not living. It said being a rapper is becoming one of the most dangerous jobs in America.
I don't agree with it's becoming. It always has been a dangerous job. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. I don't know how many. This goes for anybody like rapping. Like, I'm gonna just be real. I don't know how many people other rappers y'all gotta see get gunned down, get killed in the same situations like that, right? In his situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you gotta understand, when you start living this lifestyle, and that could have happened to anybody in LA, you know what I'm saying? LA is just a dangerous place, especially to be out like with a whole bunch of jury. You gotta understand, like, there's a lot of people out there that ain't got it and trying to get it by any means necessary because it's just expensive to live in LA, period. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand, when you start living that rapper lifestyle or start getting this money and you wearing all this jewelry, man, you gotta have people around you, man. It don't matter where you at, how comfortable you feel. When you get some money in your pocket and you living on this level, you need to start investing in security. And I think that's what a lot of rappers fail to do. They invest in all these cars, this jewelry. You know what I'm saying? They investing in materialistic stuff that really drawing so much attention to you, and it gonna cost you your life at the end of the day if you ain't got the right type of people around you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we got to get smarter as people, man. It just boils down to having common sense, man. You know, you got all this jewelry on you. You know how much it's worth. Then we got to stop, you know what I'm saying, putting everything on social media, especially your location. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to post something, don't let everybody know where you at. You see what I'm saying? Or don't put it in a spot where somebody, you know, if you're this type of person that somebody is going to try to touch, then don't. I feel like it's a whole nother level of security you should be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should be taking at that point. Like, you got to live and move like an important person, man. You can't live like no regular person on the street no more, because people are going to try you and try to come up off of you.
But so I say that to say that I do feel like at a certain point, you know, you get to a certain status, you need to start moving differently. You get to a certain point where you got something to lose. That's for common people. That's for rich people. You need to start moving differently. But then I also think about, you know, Master P didn't get gunned down. You know, Dr. Dre ain't been gunned down. T.I. didn't get, gunned down. But I feel like because they were from the street and not taking nobody's street creds, because I don't know how these people are living, but I feel like we got a lot of people going commercial for bringing celebrityism to the street life, and they might not really be about that life. But I feel like rappers from our day were about that life, and they knew what was in the streets. So henceforth they moved a little bit differently. But I feel like these rappers today, they coming up, they becoming instant celebrities, and people are making them prove themselves with the things that they're talking about in their music. Like they're talking about some hard stuff in their music. So when they're out here on the scene, people are making them prove themselves.
Well, I think the difference is though, sis, when you name like people like Master P and people like T.I. them, you gotta look at the time that these rappers came out, like these older rappers, like those guys. You gotta look at the time that they came out. You ain't have all this social media where you can pinpoint somebody's exact location. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of rappers from back in the day, if they had that back in the day, they would have been got a long time ago. If it was that easy to get their location, you know what I'm saying? Like these rappers ain't have all that. You know what I'm saying? You had to really be on a trail or on a tail to like really catch up with them like that, or catch them at a show or something like that, or at an event or something. It wasn't gonna be that easy where you could just walk up on them in the street at a fast food restaurant. You see what I'm saying? It's like this social media has made it so easy to get to people. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you gotta move a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can't move like that, posting your whereabouts.
You can't be everywhere, because people were raising the question like, why was he at that Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles kind of thing? So also, if that's what you really wanted, could you have sent a car? Could you have sent somebody? Could you have DoorDash? I mean, there were so many other things.
But you can't, like I said, you don't want to live in confinement, man. Like you want to live like a life. You want to be able to move around, but at the same time, like I say, invest in security. Have at least one. I'm just saying at least.
I think it's a bigger issue altogether. I don't know what it is, but I think people just ain't out here valuing life. Like I work for a pest company or whatever, right? And we had to go to the funeral home. And when I walked in the funeral home, we had to go in the embalming room. And I seen family members from other people. And what people don't understand is at the end of the day, when you take somebody's life, they on the table with other people. You don't see that. We don't nobody understand what's going on when it's over. And I just don't think the man Nipsey Hussle with his friends, like you said, like when y'all saying hiring security, a lot of these people getting killed in places where you don't even need security. You at home. And people say you shouldn't be lacking, but if Pop Smoke in the shower, what we talking about? Like he taking a shower.
But at the same time though, like I said, social media, you posting he from my understanding with Pop Smoke, somebody got a picture of his address on a luggage on a video he did on Instagram or something, man. I don't know the whole story.
They got the location.
Exactly. So when you know you got stuff to lose and somebody can really come touch you, bro, why take that chance of even exposing yourself? It's exposure, bro. Like
I mean, I agree with you on that note. Like if you a person of notoriety and you got something that people can take, because it's simple. People out here vultures. They hungry. They want to eat. So they gonna do what they got to do. Like you said,
they want to make
can't eat. Like I don't know. I just feel like people really ain't understanding the value of life. Once it's gone, it's over. You can get that. They don't get that back.
Man, I think they get it. I don't even think it's that they don't get it. I think they get it. It's more so that they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. Like they got this attitude now where, they don't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
A lot of people don't even care about going to prison, man. So,
All right, the scripture, and it's one of my favorite ones, and it's 1 Corinthians 13:11. And it just says, when I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned as a child. But when I became a man, I put away the childhood things behind me. So when do we put those childhood things behind us? When do we as a people grow up?
I don't think it's just a certain time. I think it's about the things that you go through. I think it's about the experiences that you go through in life that'll make you kind of change and grow up and put certain things behind you. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily think it's a time limit. You know, I think it's about the things that you go through in life along, you know, as you growing. And I feel like that'll make you change the way you move and the way you act in a certain in a lot of situations. You know what I'm saying? That's my take on it.
All right, so and then this leads us into our next question. Why do people insist on posting everything on social media? People posting prayers, people post indecent pictures of their loved ones doing their needed hours. People, you know, every single movement, every single accolade, people are not necessarily moving in silence because they post some people post everything on social media.
Everybody is chasing.
People break up and then they shame their mate. They may post a video or something. I mean, people are really pushing it to the limit with social media. Why?
I feel like it's more so, you know, they chasing attention. When somebody get hurt, you know, they'll try to do anything to try to make them, you know, make themselves feel a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? So they'll do things like that to try to get back. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I think it's more just people just want likes. People just want to be a viral hit on social media with things, man. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it takes to get it, they just want to go viral. It's a going viral trend. You know what I'm saying? I wish this 80 Babies conversation page would go viral like that. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Real talk, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't getting these likes, I guess, because we ain't doing that outrageous or crazy, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, if you ain't doing that outrageous or crazy on the internet, man, ain't nobody, they gonna skip right past you, you know what I'm saying? Everybody like to see chaos and drama. That's a fact. Yeah, like, for real. Don't nobody want to hear no real talk, you know what I'm saying? They want to see fight, chaos, and
love and hip-hop. Real Housewives. They want to see people look foolish and do silly stuff, even when it's acted out. They don't care. They just want to see something like that.
And you know, like that getting on the internet, man. Like, to be honest with you, when you get on,
and I think, you know, people, because I feel like also y'all mentioned these reality shows, but those reality shows have played a part, and people feel like, you know, that's real life, and they don't understand it's scripted, but they've bought into it so much that, you know, it's giving them a false reality. It's almost like people can't separate the real from the fake.
Right.
And
I know a couple of people that got like big money, like they well off, right? And like, say, I know somebody that work at a bank with people that got like the maxed out money you would put in the bank account, right? They drive Ford F-150s. They drive Explorers. They drive regular Tahoe. They don't look how people trying to portray. A lot of time people posting stuff looking for likes. I really think everybody just care to like show off. You, like you said, you just want somebody to like what you're doing. Why else would you post certain things? Like, it don't even make sense to post or whatever. I'm a person of discretion, so a lot of time people don't even know what I'm doing anyway. They think I live in New York or something. People don't know what I got going on. But I think a lot of people just do stuff just simply to say they got somebody to like it.
They want to get,
you don't even get ready for it.
They want to get, it's like, man, we gotta come up out of there. It's like even in these relationships, you know what I'm saying? It's like even in these relationships, when you and your partner or your ex or whatever you want to call it go through something, you know, you get on the internet and start showing. You know, I've seen people show videos and messages of the other party. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing all that, now you're trying to validate why you did something or why you acted the way you acted. Like at the end of the day, you looking stupid too still.
And love is supposed to be bigger than everything, so you shouldn't post your inner secrets on social media. Love's supposed to be bigger than you shaming that other person. And then, guys, once you put it out there, you can't take it back. Like, somebody already has a screenshot of it. Somebody will hold it. You know, I have seen people, they don't want you to know that they tried to record your snap or save it, so they'll record it with another device. But that video, once you release it out there on social media, it's gone. It's out there in the universe. Like, you can't take it back. So you got to be very careful.
It's stuck though.
Yeah. Yeah. So and I think but I also think that, you know, it's something that you learn. Like, it's something that you learn. I mean, even like me recently, my work schedule has been so hectic with us having these 7 classes to teach. It's like I'm always on go mode while I'm at work. So I used to post a picture every morning when I got to work. But now I'm so busy, I can't even do it. Because by the time I pass all the desk and stuff like that, I got 100 kids coming in the door. So it's like, but also, I can also say that I don't miss it either. Like, I don't miss it either. So my attention has just been diverted to something else. So that's another thing. Like, give yourself a break sometimes from the social media. I'm not saying you got to put it down, let it go, because, you know, I love my social media, but I don't post as much because I don't have time.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, like I rarely post, you know, my personal business on Facebook and stuff like that, you know, and even like I know a lot of people probably follow my Snapchat, you know what I'm saying? I post certain things on Snapchat, but it's filtered to a certain crowd. I know who's watching my stuff, I know who's not. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, we gotta like she said, you know, you gotta give it a break sometimes instead of posting all your stuff, you know, posting all your even your relationship. Like when you post your relationships on there, you giving somebody some ammo to come at you, even if it ain't that. You giving somebody ammo to come at you about something. You know what I'm saying?
And then some people got to understand you could be prayed for or you could be preyed upon.
Yeah.
So, you know, you got to kind of pick, you got to be kind of decisive as to what you're posting, kind of thing.
You know, and I'm gonna say this, you know, and I know a lot of people probably been in these situations. You know, and this for the fellas and the female. Why mainly for, you know, I'm talking to the fellas and the females, you know, because more so it'd be the females that'll trip about what I'm about to say. But a lot of the time when you dealing with a person and they start talking about, oh, why you ain't post me on your social media? Why ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of the time that right there is what you're gonna push you to post it. Then next thing you know, you got a whole bunch of situations going on that come out of the woodwork. It don't matter if you doing something or not. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that when you put yourself out there, it don't matter. It's like when you put yourself out there, somebody is gonna come knocking at the door to start something, y'all. It don't matter if you got something going on. You can not have that going on. I've seen people get lied on. You know what I'm saying? Soon they post they're in a relationship or post a person. Now, you know, it's all kind of, you know what I'm saying, lies or whatever coming out about the person. Oh, you talk to this person, yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of bitter people out there, y'all. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of bitter people out there. Once you let them in, open your door and let them in, like your business, your personal life and business, and it's stuck. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have people in your business wanting, you know what I'm saying? Now they watching every time you post. They even, you know, people can go set their notifications on Facebook. Every time you post, it's going to notify them and they going to go check it. You ain't going to even know.
It's a fact.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to even know. Every time they post, like I don't know if you like a picture or not, but anytime you have any activity on your page and post something, it's going to notify that person who can set that notification, you know what I'm saying, for your page.
Right.
So
please turn those notifications on for the 80s Babies conversation. Go over there and find it on Facebook. Like, also hit the like and subscribe button on this YouTube channel if you're watching.
Right.
All right. So a man asked me, why do women care so much about what other women think? So since I got you two men on tonight, why do you feel like women care so much about other people, what other women think? And why do men want to know, why do women care so much about what other women think?
A competition. I think it's a competition thing.
I feel like, my bad, but go ahead. I apologize.
No, that's all I'm gonna say. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to see what they're gonna say in the comments. For real.
I feel like women should stop, not even women, people in general should stop trying to get people's opinion, because I know a lot of people that go through stuff, especially married couples or whatever. And you know how people be like, if he cheated on me or she did this to me, I wouldn't do that. But people don't know what they'll do or accept or go through when you in that point. Like, it's weird for people to tell a woman to tell another woman, you should leave him, whatever he did.
Right.
But at the same time, she getting her ass beat. And they're like, no, I think you need to figure that out. Like, you can't be getting, you just don't need to be getting
Yeah. It always
stuff. Because we all got stuff we deal with. And I think women should just definitely take advice from friends or people that went through something that you going through. I'm not saying don't get other women opinions, but sometimes, even going back to posting, sometimes you got women out here that like, ooh, I really wish my man did that. Let me go see what he got going on. People will try to get into your because they like what he doing for you. People are like, it's just weird. Like, I really don't understand that, why women care so much about what
saying to me, like, he doesn't feel like we take care of ourselves for us. He feels like we take care of ourselves because we got to make sure that, you know, we're up to par with Sally Sue, who's standing next to us. He was like, so he feels like the hair and the nails and the clothes and the expensive bags, sometimes they're not because for our own pleasure, but we simply do it because we know that our other female counterpart or our friend, they have it. So we got to have it too. And now he also said what you said, Bubba. He felt like it was that competition. He said women are competitive.
Very.
So he feels like we're not doing these things because we truly want it, but we're doing it because Jane next to us has it.
Yeah, and then you know that saying, that old saying what people say all the time, that kind of messed up a lot of people too. Everybody always holler, men and women, oh, what you won't do, somebody else will. So yeah, you know, that right there kind of got like people doing the most and trying to compete with other people too. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like, well, if I don't do this, then you're gonna go somewhere else, which is true in some cases. I mean, you know.
But I too feel like
no sword.
You got to be true to yourself. You know, at a point, as a woman, I could care less about what the next person got to think about me, because I got to live for me and I got to die for me, that kind of thing. So I could care less. I want to be pleasing to myself and I want to be pleasing to my Father who is in heaven. And that's all I'm concerned about. You know, let me try to treat people right and let me try to be pleasing and satisfied with myself. And but also in the same token, like, I'm not really worried about if the woman next to me is gonna like me, but I do try to make sure I have good relationships with people. But it's not, I'm not a people pleaser. I'm the unicorn in the bunch at all times. I'm always gonna think differently. I'm always gonna act differently, and I don't vote to be in the crowd. Yeah, so that type of thing. So I'm that person. But you know, but I don't want anybody to say, oh, well, she was disrespectful. No, you won't say that she was disrespectful, but you will say that, you know, she stood her ground, kind of thing. Right. But I don't look a certain kind of way because my friend dresses that way. Or that I think you got to have a mind of your own. And I think one thing as women that we fail to do is we fail to accept our true selves. Like, after you take off the makeup, after you take the hair down, like, who are you? And are you comfortable with that person you see in the mirror? And start talking to yourself in the mirror, ladies, but be comfortable with that woman that you are and own her and just live in your truth every day. Like, life is too short to live trying to please everybody else. So be comfortable with being who you are, because you're everything.
And I don't care how you know, how much you change or how much you think you're trying to please a lot of people. You're not gonna please everybody no matter what anyway. Never. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I ain't no need to trying to, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no need to trying to please, you know what I'm saying, 100 people, and when 200 of them still ain't gonna be pleased. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might well just be you. You feel me? Like sis said, you might well just be you and just take it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's you. You gotta live in that skin. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody make you feel like you gotta be more or less. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, and then I think as men, they think we're trying to compete with the next woman. Like, no. And I also feel like as Black women, we get a check. We want to look like our checks. So, the hair, the nails, the fashion, like we associated with we as women, I feel like we associated with our check. Like, you got to look good. Like, you got to be glamorous. And I also think that certain women, like, we're just taught to keep ourselves up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I've heard a lot of women say, they don't do their hair and nails for nobody to get praise from nobody. They do it to make themselves feel good, and you know what I'm saying. They do it for themselves. You know what I'm saying. They don't do it for nobody else.
Yeah, and then this one guy, he was trying to talk to me or whatever, but he was like, he didn't like the makeup, he didn't like the hair. And I'm like, well, why did you even ask me for my phone number? Because I had this makeup and I had this hair when you introduced yourself to me. Like, it's not going anywhere because this ain't for you. I can change it tomorrow. You may not like it, but it's a privilege to see me with my natural hair. That's how I feel. So, I wear what I want to wear. It ain't for you. It's for me.
Okay, then.
That kind of thing. It's for me. So I just feel like just be satisfied with your own personal expression and be satisfied with the woman that you are. I'm not in competition with nobody. I want everybody to eat. I want everybody to win. That's how I feel about it.
That's how I be feeling. So it's like I don't hate on, praying about downfall, none of that. I want everybody to win.
Yeah, I'm in my own lane. So that kind of thing. So I don't think women necessarily care about what other women think. At least I don't.
Okay.
So we got mail. It's mail time. You want to read it?
Nope. You go right ahead, sis.
Okay, I'll read it.
I'm just being myself, sis.
I accept you as you are. All right. What's up, Raven and Bubba? Your podcast has been really helpful to me. I have a friendship situation that I need some advice on. I have a pregnant homegirl and her boyfriend just sucks. It's hard seeing my friend go through the pregnancy with a live-in boyfriend who thinks that paying bills makes him a man. He isn't helpful to her at all. He doesn't clean up. He doesn't get her food. He doesn't get her food. He doesn't even help her get groceries out of the car. Sounds like a loser. She is still doing everything as though she isn't about to pop. And she's rationalizing the whole thing by making excuses for the man. Well, at the barbecue over the weekend, my liquid courage took over, caused me to snap on him real bad. Now my friend is mad at me. I've apologized to her, but I refuse to speak a word to him. Do you think our friendship is repairable? Sincerely, set it off. So friend has set it off at the barbecue.
Well, I'm gonna just say this: friend was out of pocket.
Friend was out of line.
Out of pocket and out of line.
You ain't pregnant. That's not your man. What you worried about it for?
And being a friend, let me say this, man. We gotta stop getting it. It's okay to vent to your friend, but the friend, as a friend, can't. Being a friend don't mean you gotta intervene. It's other ways of being a friend that you can help a person out instead of trying to intervene or force their hand to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta stop. That's how a lot of people get killed. You know what I'm saying? That could have ended bad. You know what I'm saying? With her getting in their business like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if she snapped on them real bad. Now I feel you. You know what I'm saying? I got friends that went through things and I be like, oh man, I couldn't have done it, man. I couldn't have let that happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I said to my friend.
Yeah.
They told me in confidence. I'm gonna tell my friend knows exactly how I feel. Right. But when I take it to their mate, I'm on a whole nother. I done stepped out of my lane.
Yeah, you still, and I'm trying to figure out, like, excuse me. I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, you ain't real because you waited until your liquid courage took over. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you were real, you would have did that a long time ago as soon as it happened. I could take that from a friend. You know, as soon as they hear about something, you know, they probably overreact and act too fast. And, you know, well, that is overreact. They overreact and probably say something or confront the person. And then after that, later on, you know what I'm saying, depending on how that situation goes, you know, they stay in their lane after that from then and on. You know, so it's like, you got to know when to be a friend. Now, if it was something like this man was beating on this girl and she walked in and seen it and she intervened, then that's something different. You know what I'm saying? Even in some instances like that, I mean, a pregnant woman, yeah, I definitely would probably try to intervene, you know what I'm saying, depending on the situation. But I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, I'm not intervening and getting killed in nobody's situation. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not getting in nobody's situation and getting me hurt. You see what I'm saying? And then I've done seen situations happen, you know, and people be like, well, why didn't you stop him? Why didn't you say, hey, look, I'm not gonna get killed to help you. Like, for real, we gotta think about that. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a lot of macho men be out here, hey, don't hit that woman. Man, you don't know what that man got in his hand or could potentially do to you, man. Stay out there. Call the police. That's their job. I call police for everything else. Call the police. I ain't finna intervene. I'm just be real. Call me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Because I know when it come down to me, I'm going to protect me.
Me too.
I'm not going to intervene in nobody's situation and get me potentially hurt or killed.
Yeah.
It ain't going down like that.
Like you got to mind your own business. I feel like friend that has nothing to do with you, like mind your own business. And also, if your friend has confided in you and you snapping on him at the barbecue, he now knows that his baby mama has been pillow talking to you.
Exactly. Now you making the situation worse.
Yeah, you just created some division in their relationship because you done ran your little fat little mouth. Go sit down somewhere. Like you betrayed your friend too in that moment because you destroyed her the sacredness of her friendship with you because you popped off at the lip.
Right. Just like, I know everybody seen what love got to do with. Y'all remember when they was in the diner and, you know, with the cake incident and her homegirl jumped up and what Ike did to her, didn't it? he backhanded her too.
Ike was wrong. He had no business putting a hand
on
me.
I know he was wrong, but I'm just saying, you know, that what happened.
But she jumped in. Like she put herself in that situation. Yeah, and so also, you know, we don't like what our friends go through sometimes, but my mantra with that is if they like it, I love it. Like that's them. Friend, when you want something better for yourself, you'll walk away from it. I know you have not had enough because you're still in it.
Right.
So, you know, I may not like it, but that's what my friend loves. So I'm a rock with her, whether she in it or not. But when she make the phone call that says, come pick me up, I'm ready to move out, get a U-Haul, I got you. Yeah. So I feel like that's how we have to be.
Yeah, that's the friend, that's the type of friend you need to be. Because I'm telling y'all, man, you can't intervene in everybody's situation. You don't know. Matter of fact, you don't know all the detail because that person could be just telling you their side of the story. You may not even know the whole story. Then you go jumping in and get yourself involved in it. And now it's like you said you done told her side of the story, and that ain't really what happened. And now you jumped in something finna get killed because you thought you knew what was going on.
And then you have to ask yourself, after you did what you did she leave the barbecue with you or did she leave with her baby daddy?
Right.
And that's how you know you need to stay in your own lane.
All right.
You didn't fix anything. You didn't change anything. You just gave your friend a whole lot of arguments on her way home and when she got back to the house. So you put stress on her and the baby. Stay in your own lane.
Yep. Stay in your own lane or get put in your own grave. Yeah. I don't know if that was funny to some of y'all, but it was kind of funny to me. And it was real though.
Well, we don't want nobody to go to the grave, but
okay, stay in your own lane.
Stay in your own lane.
Yeah, right.
All right. So we're talking about women a lot tonight. You know, I guess the men felt like we talked about men too much. So our big topic for tonight is, can women raise men?
Not all.
I'm a girl mom, but I am like, I'm glad I don't have a son, because I don't feel like I would be able to do it by myself.
Nah, man, I'm gonna just be real. Women, and me and my partners done had this same conversation before. You know what I'm saying? A woman can raise a man to a certain extent. And I don't care how y'all feel about what I'm finna say. A woman can only raise a man to a certain extent. Now, it has been some, you know, that did a pretty good job at it. You know, I ain't gonna take that. I ain't gonna take that credit away from all women. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I still feel like even with the women that have been successful with raising their son, still probably had male help around them, whether it was an uncle, a brother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Their dad. You know, it's not the kid's dad, like the kid's mom's dad. You know what I'm saying? It'd probably been like some male figures in their life that could teach them those manly things that a man can teach, that a man can only teach a man. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, women doing it every day. You know what I'm saying? But from what I've seen, this ain't no statistics or none of that. From what I've seen with my two eyes, when a woman raises a man, he tends to grows up kind of emotional. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about it. You are a product of your environment. So when you're around women and you're raised by a woman, you're going to be very emotional, because that's what you're going to grow up seeing, her be emotional. It don't matter how strong of a woman you claim you are. A woman is just naturally more emotional than a man. You know what I'm saying? So if you're raising a man and he's seeing that throughout his life, you crying about situation, or you, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women not going to handle things like a man would handle things emotionally anyway. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they going to tend to grow up to be emotional. And I'm going to go ahead and say it, soft. They going to be...
Yeah, there are a lot of articles out there. If you look at them, like, some people may think that it's effeminizing the black man being raised in that single mother household. So I think that as women, like, I've seen it, you know, single women, they got an only son, then they start treating him like best friend. So then you tend to see him take on feminine characteristics and feminine traits and those kind of things, because all he's seen is what is being modeled by his mom. So I feel like in those instances, you got to tap into your village.
You definitely got to tap in.
You got to tap into your brothers, your uncles, your cousins, your co-worker, whoever, you know, if you're away from your family, tap into your co-worker or somebody, you know, put him in the football program, somebody where he can be around other boys and other men. And I think another mistake that I feel like a lot of women make when they're single moms is they are so caught up on the fact that they're a single mom that they're trying to teach him to be the man that they don't have.
Yeah.
And that's not your son's job. He's a kid. So you need to focus on the qualities of the person and not what you lack, so that you raise a solid individual. So you can't teach him to be what the mate that you didn't have. You got to teach him to be a solid individual. So I think that that's one of the mistakes that he make. And also, whatever's going on with you and the father, or why y'all are not together, you shouldn't make those comparisons or correlations in front of the young son. Like, you shouldn't tell him, when you grow up, you're going to be just like your daddy. Nope. Because it's you and him. And this son does not have anything to do with that. But these are just some of the things, you know, these are just some of the things that I hear amongst people that I know. And I feel like those are the odds that we have to defy. Stop making the comparisons. Stop trying to make your son stand in a gap that he's not mature enough to stand in yet. Kind of thing.
Right. Right. I feel like when a woman is, if you're a boy mom, or if you have a boy, period, you know, a son, You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you gotta, if you're gonna be in it by yourself, to raise them by yourself, I feel like you just gonna have to toughen up and just put on another face and try to, which is gonna be hard, easier said than done, y'all. Like I already know that, but you're gonna have to try to be as tough as possible in front of that son to try to at least instill some kind of toughness in them, because at the end of the day, you know, with you being the primary caretaker of that kid, you know what I'm saying? That kid is seeing you every day and watching your behavior to every situation that, you know, that's in front of them. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to just figure it out, man. But like I say, in my opinion, you know, I just honestly don't think a woman can raise a man, a boy to be a man. You know what I'm saying?
I think also point him in the direction of positive male examples that you've seen.
Right.
Like that would be another thing.
Yeah, I mean, you just gonna, like you said, so you just gonna have to tap into your village and get some of the people that's around you, you know what I'm saying, or some, and put them in activity so he can have that male figure in some aspect of his life, even if it ain't at home, you know what I'm saying. At least when they go out, he can get some like manly attention and manly, you know what I'm saying.
And he can be around other boys. Put him in the boys club. Like I said, the Little League football team. Put him in Taekwondo so he can learn how to fight, because that may not be something you can teach him. Those kind of things. So put him around other boys and reach out to your village. Set up those play dates with your friend or your coworker who has another son. Or if she mentions that, she mentions my husband is taking John fishing. Well, okay, can Robert come fishing with you all too? Like, you have to kind of build those relationships when you realize you can't do it by yourself. And then also, I would say, you know, women, we are emotional sometimes. Don't expect your son to be as emotional as you. And don't teach him that his job is to console you, because he's not your man, he's your son. And I think that's what we gotta, and that single mother thing, I think that's something that, you know, the single mothers have to figure out. And I understand it's hard, you know, trying to raise a son by yourself, but we see some very effeminized men. Even as an educator, I see some very effeminized boys, but that's what they identify with. And at this point, they little teenagers, and this is where they are because they've been in that single parent home. All right, what do we want to lead the people with tonight, Slim?
Man, I want to drop a lot of jewels on y'all tonight, but you know, I'm just gonna leave y'all with this. You know, if y'all make it, man, and this on a serious tip though, real talk. If y'all got something good going or whatever, and y'all getting a little more money, you know what I'm saying? I need to tell my cousin this too, you know. I hope they watching. If you getting a little money, friends too, if you get some money out here in these streets, man, start moving different. Start moving like you got some sense and you got something to lose, because everybody don't need to know what you got, how you getting it. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to know that type of business, because like I say, you got a lot of people that's gonna not like your come up, you know, and they gonna want to have it for themselves, and they gonna want to make you lose it, or they gonna want to take it. You know what I'm saying? In the end, you might get your life taken, you know what I'm saying, behind it. So if you come up on some money, or you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, make sure you start moving different and accordingly. You know what I'm saying? So you can protect yourself and protect your material things and whatever, man. Just move different and keep some awareness. Straight up. Awareness.
Yeah, and protect things that are sacred to you. You know, keep your pride. If it's sacred to you, if it means something to you, if it's valuable to you, that's for you and whoever experienced it with you. Like, it's not meant sometimes for the world to know. So everybody doesn't need to know the reason behind the glow. Let them see the glow. But sometimes people don't have to know the reason behind the glow. So, you know, that's what I'm going to say tonight. And when you get to a point and you don't know how to do something, seek help. Like, it's okay to reach out. Like, you raising that little boy by yourself, it's okay to phone a friend, you know, and ask for help, kind of thing. So those would be my gems. And if you were on tonight, I just need you to hit the like button. I need you to hit the subscribe button. And I need you to tell somebody about this podcast coming on every Tuesday at 9:00 p.m.
But wait, there's more. Real talk, y'all. The Gentleman's Conversation is coming back this Thursday. I'm gonna make my business to get that out to y'all this Thursday, y'all. So
all right, we'll hold you to it this Thursday.
It's Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Time? Don't hold me to it. I'm just playing. Hey, real talk. This Thursday, I'm gonna probably try to run it around the same time that we run the 80s Baby Conversation, probably like around 9. But just be looking out for that around Thursday. I'm gonna try to get that, and I'm definitely gonna have something good for y'all. So you definitely want to tune in to the Gentleman Club, because we hadn't done one in a long time. So we're gonna have some. We're gonna have something real good for the fellas gonna bring something real good to the conversation, man. So y'all be on the lookout for that this Thursday. You know what I'm saying? The time will be posted probably a day in advance. I may post it tomorrow, or you know what I'm saying, when I get it together. But just be looking out for that Thursday, y'all. So tune in. Real talk.
All right. And on that note, it's been real. We love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And good night.
Good night, y'all. Be safe.